Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. I'm so excited you could be here. Hello, welcome in. I'm so excited you could be here. My name is Julia Rose. I'm a psychic medium and Reiki master, and I pray these messages find you at the precise time you need them. Very interesting today. A lot of technological issues trying to get this live started. So here we are, and we're going to get into the energy healing that we always start my live streams with. And then we'll get into today's messages on the full moon in Aquarius, the Sturgeon moon. There's a lot of energy going on, and I've gotten some downloads here and there, but I'm going to pull cards to bring it all together for you. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. If you are open to receiving this energy healing, I'm going to ask that you put in the chat 818. We're tapping in with 818 if you're open to receiving this energy healing. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Drop a hello. Brandon, hello. Good morning. Well, it's morning for me. It's almost noon, so technically still morning on my time. Happy you're tuning in, Cole. If you're open to receiving this energy activation, we're tapping in. Sean, hello. With 818. Had a bit of trouble with some technology this morning. Wouldn't let me start the live. It kept saying live streaming unavailable. Live streaming is unavailable right now. It's like, that's not true. Try again. So again, if you're open to receiving this energy activation, we're tuning in with 818 if you're open to receiving. Goodness. All right. Happy you made it, Cynthia. Raina, hello. I'm going to offer this sage to my angels, my guides, and my ancestors, and the Creator. And I'm also going to offer it to your guides, your angels, and your ancestors, and to each and every one of you. Welcome in, Chrissy. We're tapping in with 818 today. Welcome in, everyone. Tuning into these full moon messages with 818, starting with a mini energy activation. Oh, that feels good. Welcome in, everyone. Okay, this keeps hiding. Mm-hmm. Welcome in, Isabel. Okay, we're going to be getting started shortly. I know Spirit's really eager to get these messages through. They're like, okay, come on, hurry up. It's really sweet. Okay, a little bit more, probably another minute or so. Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh. Family, I love you. And oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. Stop, Spirit. I was so not expecting that this morning. What the heck? Okay. So I just wanted to say that your support means a lot to me. Okay. I've been going through it the last few weeks, and it was something that I should have known I was dealing with, but I had to wait to see for a few reasons, but I'm grateful for it. So I know some of you have probably been like, yo, Julie's been pretty MIA. Well, I wanted to say I'm sorry for that. And that is behind a door that has been closed. Okay. I missed you a lot. And it means the world to me that you support me and that you come out and you listen to these messages and that you take what resonates with you because this is all for you. And I'm just really, really, really excited that you're all here with me. So thank you. So, anyways, let's get into the message now. Again, I'm probably going to be holding my selenite wand just to keep the energy channeling through nicely. I just want to check. Brendan, you're going to make me cry. Stop. Please, guys. Like, it's already been so emotional. Please. uh, I love you guys too. Okay, hold on. So, okay. I wasn't expecting to get up here and feel like that I was about to just completely crumple and cry, but that's this energy, okay? So again, for those of you who are tuning in at a different point, I pray this finds you when you need it. I always pray these messages find you when you need them, okay? So let's get into the message. And part of why I say that is that it's I know the depth of the realizations, but also the reveals that I've been going through have been mirrored in your life. This this Aquarius full moon is not pulling any punches, okay? This is a very, very direct, very clear, very pointed energy. It's like giving tough love because it wants to see us grow. So if you had a chance to tune into my Lionsgate energy activation last night, some of you might have been feeling like, okay, I feel so great. Why do I feel so steady? Like there's a little bit more that needs to happen. Why isn't this happening now? It's because this energy kind of they were playing on each other with the Lionsgate portal and the full moon that peaked at I wanted to say 3:54 a.m. Eastern time. It's compounded, okay? The Lionsgate portal has such magical uplifting energy and is really like I was saying last night, the jet fuel. It's the gas in the engine. It's the propellers under your wings, okay? It is a non-biased, incredibly positive energy that has been carefully kind of structured, I want to say implemented and woven into your reality with very specific intentions, okay? So as much as you've been feeling up and down and really scattered, maybe some of you have been going through it with me the last few weeks, but this this whole this whole last week has been a period of time where spirit, your guides, your angels, your specifically your spirit guides. Some of your ancestors are your spirit guides, but that's not the case for all of you. I'm specifically speaking about your spirit team. They have been, for the last week or so, sending you waves of activations to prepare your entire body and energy field to receive a crystalline structure within your own auric field that will stabilize you throughout all of these ascension symptoms. Okay. So last night on the live, if you caught that, I was talking about how there's been a really strong emphasis in the energy work in the last week or so with the lower three chakras, solar plexus, really sacral and very much root, but most importantly, the earth star chakra. And some of you were like, but I'm getting all this stuff up here. And I said it's because it's the balance. Everything in your lower chakras is getting stabilized so that your connection, your openness, your perception, your intuition can be a lot sharper and a lot clearer. Okay, so in that vein, these crystalline body activations have been specifically moving into your earth star chakra. Spirit knows you're sensitive. Your guides know that it's hard for you to feel regulated in the intense turmoil on the planet right now. And with Gaia's energy trying to re-regulate herself, Spirit knows. Spirit knows that this has been difficult to navigate for you. Okay? That's why this has all been set up. It's going to be happening in layers. Okay? So for the last week, we saw you receiving activations. You could have been having cramps, you could have been having headaches, you could have been having lower back pain, or hip pain, because all of those activations were targeting especially your root and sacral, but most importantly your earth star. And your earth star chakra is literally how steady you feel, not just in your body, but balancing your earthly experience with your spiritual understanding. Your earth star is located a few feet beneath your feet when you're standing or when you're sitting. Okay. So it's always in the earth. There's never a point. I mean, unless you're in a freaking skyscraper, but there's never a point that it's not actually rooted in the earth. And even then, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a part of your energy field that was still very close to the surface of the earth. Okay? So, the first kind of completion, the first layer's completion took place yesterday, last night. Some of you who tuned into that energy activation, you probably were feeling so level, like energized but completely steady and grounded, open but totally like contained. I know I was after that, and I was like, spirit, I feel so weird. I never feel this like steady after a live stream. What's going on? And that's when they were giving me the download of this crystalline bubbles, of the crystalline bubbles that we've all been given. Okay. And it's really important to remember that at this time. Okay. There's going to be, I'm feeling at least another month's worth of this. Okay. So you can expect to be feeling not only more steady and more capable, but also more calm in the face of things like tower moments. Okay. You're going to feel more equipped to handle all of these changes, all of these ascension symptoms. All right. Some of you have been purging through your dream space. You've been made aware of incredibly deep karmic and negative influences in your life. Some of you have been having breakthroughs in your career and in your, for someone was modesty. That was really specific. That was really, really specific. Okay. breakthroughs around your sense of modesty. This this full moon, you might remember from the new moon we talked about in Leo. There was a lot of planets in retrograde. I wanted to say four, four, and there's 5 or 6 now. I think Chiron's also in retrograde now. Yeah. So that sort of alignment is like it's also catalyzing a lot of this instability both in Earth's consciousness as well as your own healing journey. So again, spirit's doing what they can to support you. That's why you're receiving these crystalline energy activations. Sip of coffee. Okay. I feel like that was pretty clear. Does anyone have any questions about that? I'm going to start pulling some cards. Because I want to see where this Aquarius energy is going to take us. Akshita, hello. Welcome. Yes, I'm happy you're here. Oh. Justin, hello. I didn't get a chance to say hello. Jolyn, hello. Okay, what card, Spirit? Yeah. The fairies wanted to say hello. And so do the pixies. Okay. Sturgeon moon messages, please, from the fairies. Yeah, this is a deep time of cleansing. Ooh, yes, in the way that you stand up for yourself, but also the way you balance your personal mission with your relationships. Some of you are learning how to stand up for yourselves. Yep. You're learning how to create structures that serve you and your highest good. Whether that's changing your environment, some of you literally cleaning, or getting some of you writing out a meal plan. I'm seeing for those of you who are struggling with like balanced eating, I see you writing out a meal plan, something like that. Just implementing more structure. That's huge here. Yeah. Okay. We're going to start with these 2 cards. We have the first one says motivation. When spring approaches, the flower fairies urge you to spring into action. If there's something you've been merely thinking about doing, then they say, get busy and do it. That's really sweet. Again, this energy is also trying to take overthinking out of the picture. So some of you could be having really deep realizations around very early childhood trauma or karmic past life patterns that are surfacing now. I mean, they've been repeating themselves because that's how karma works. It kind of just you keep going through it till you figure it out. It doesn't matter how many lifetimes that takes, or how many times in this life it takes. So, oh, there was something else about that. Can you say that again? So part of this for you is trusting your instincts. I know I've been talking about that a lot more recently on my channel, is you getting into a place where you are actually trusting yourself to know that you know what action to take. I was talking to one of my guides last night, and okay, I'll come back to it because they're saying it is for you, but it's not for right now. Okay. Then we have protection. It says the fairies of protection are shielding you with a magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work. Some of you could be some of you could be wanting to develop your psychic some of you could be wanting to develop your psychic channels. Again, those of you who've had that intention, you're finding those headaches this last week or so. Mm. They're also reminding you that any sort of tower moments or realizations of negativity or darkness or evil eye or whatever in your life right now, this is also a form of their protection. Okay? To not be aware of an influence that is not serving your highest good is sometimes detrimental, but in place for a reason that for the reason being you need to learn lessons without being fully aware of what is kind of coming at you. Okay? So when you do finally have that realization, you can't it don't get into a sense of like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I was dealing with this all this time. How did I not know? Why did my spirit guides tell me?" But they want you to understand that you still learned so much and accomplished so much in that energy without realizing maybe people's true intentions around you. Okay? I feel like I need to make the announcement again here about doing candle rituals for you all. I just created that offering on my website. So if you are interested in clearing out a lot of this and kind of going through a negativity cleanse, definitely book that, okay? The link is in my description box here for my website to find everything that I do, but you'll find that there as well. Welcome in. When we get closer to October, you will find an October reading. Okay, we have magical blessings. It says, whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical flair. Oh my God. Some of you could be working with flower essences or essential oils. That's going to be really powerful and really, really beneficial to your work. Really beneficial to your work. hmm It says, okay, I'll read it again. Whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say you can bless others too. I love that because this is a really powerful lesson for you in understanding like what goes around comes around. And that when you are freely giving your abundance, spirit is saying and acknowledging that in you sharing, you are actually showing that you are in abundance. So spirit's ready to support you and mirror that abundance in your life, okay? What is that song? Spirit, what's that song? I don't remember what it's called, but but the lyric is something like, if you love her, then you'll let her go. And it's kind of in this energy of abundance that if you really love something and cherish it and you can share it with another, you know that's not really a loss. And spirit's wanting you to get into the energy of gift giving. If some of you have been feeling like you've been wanting to connect with others a little bit more, the spirit of passenger, thank you, Laura, let her go. Some of you have been wanting to get into a more heartfelt exchange with certain people in your life. Gift giving is an incredibly powerful way to open the door for deeper connection, okay? And Spirit's saying, as you share your gifts, you will be gifted. What else do the fairies want you to know for this Aquarius full moon? Aha! Yes. So this next week is going to be a very potent time for you to be doing manifestation work, manifestation rituals, which if you just send me your intentions and book the candle ritual, I can do that for you. Okay? Take the guesswork out of it. We have manifestation. Be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. Write it down on paper. Manifestation step 1. Get very clear about your goals. You could be seeing 555 a lot. I'm loving this solar plexus energy, all this golden warmth. I feel like some of you are also working with yellow stones, or some of you might be called to wear the color yellow, and that's not something that you normally wear. It's calling you into this solar plexus empowerment. Okay. This is, yes, full moons are always a very powerful time to be manifesting, doubled with the Lionsgate portal energy and this meteor shower that Earth is going to be moving through. I can't remember the name of it for the life of me. It's like Pleiades. I don't know. But that's also a really powerful vortex of energy that is encompassing Earth right now. Really positive, high vibrations holding the Earth together. Okay. So really this week is going to be a strong, powerful time for you to be getting clear about what it is that you want. Not only just manifesting your desired feelings or desired things, but also your desired action. Get clear about the action that you want to take, because you already know how you want to feel. So start manifesting the momentum behind the action you need to take in order to feel that way. Okay? And Spirit's just like, watch it all unfold right before your eyes. Okay, any other fairy messages for the full moon in Aquarius? I'm hearing no. Okay, let's see. We're going to be pulling tarot cards with the Prismavisions deck today. I'm excited. Some of you need to be blessing your homes and clearing your space with more intention. Okay? It's not just about, okay, I burned the incense. Okay, the sage is burning. Or I'm burning the Palo Santo. Be very intentional when you're doing these things, okay? Because that's how you're going to notice the shift. There already is a very powerful shift when you're working with these medicines. Or it's like the same thing when you're working with flower essences, when you're working with crystals. Spirit's needing you to be very, very, very intentional, which means focused. To be intentional just means to be focused. Okay, fam? Okay, that's interesting. That really doesn't want to light. All right, let's see. Take 2. All right. There we go. Yeah. You can't make it up. You can't make it up. The Hangman. The Tower. You could be seeing 1212 or 1222. 222 also. Oh, it's 1222 right now. That's funny. There's confirmation if you ever saw it. Yeah. Oh, come on. Full moon in Aquarius, please. That's not the end of your story. This realization of pain, this realization of defeat, you're like, this is the stage of falling to ashes before the phoenix rises. Okay? That's what these cards are saying. Yeah. Uh-huh. They're asking you to sharpen your vision. Yeah, your ears could be ringing a lot too. So I showed you the Hangman and the Tower. The next card was the Ten of Swords. But you see, let's talk about this imagery though, really quick. You see that this person is holding the 10 swords in their body. They're carrying all those wounds. And yet, that giant, giant bird did not let them completely fall down. Spirit caught you. Spirit's not going to let things fall apart. It is only the appearance on the surface of things becoming uncovered. So that way, the Ten of Swords, the bird's going to put them up here on steady ground. Spirit's going to help this person take all those swords out, mend the wounds, and then kick their butt forward. Spirit? And all of this is to reveal to you your truth. This doesn't mean that you take a knee to what you want. This is about standing up for yourself and leaning on spirit when you are feeling backed into a corner. But that also means that some of you, 3333, some of you would pray for others with more fervor before you would ask for help that you need. And you know, I'm seeing in the airplanes, they always say, put your own mask on first, put your own mask oxygen on first, and then help the person next to you. Spirit wants you to be in a position where you are able to be of service in a healthy way. Okay? And that means shedding the parts of you that are ashamed of what it is you want, the things that you want to change. It's like you can't be in an energy where you prioritize others' peace over your peace, others' comfort over your safety and security. Okay? So, This this full moon in Aquarius is making abundantly clear, as has all of this energy leading up to the Lionsgate portal. It's been making people's true intentions abundantly clear, as well as your own, where your intentions either have been unclear or have been outdated. This is a deep personal inventory. A deep personal inventory, and this energy is not like of all the moons, this is not an easy one to move through because of all the planets in retrograde right now. Okay? It's not an easy one to move through. But Spirit's reminding you that the choice is always yours. What you do with these things, what you do with these realizations, what you do with this pain, what you do with these urges, what you do with this feeling of being backed into a corner. Yeah. Two of Swords. Nine of Wands. There are certain truths, both within you and in your reality, that Spirit is not allowing you to avoid. The retrograde energy says, okay, we tried it the soft, gentle way. Were you listening? So, as you're starting to see all of these opportunities come up to you, as you're starting to notice all of these either really deeply encompassed patterns in your life, or you're noticing little things that just open another one of Pandora's boxes. I feel like some of you are afraid to make a new choice because of what could happen. What could happen? Yes, you can't even make this up. But Spirit is saying, so I showed you the Queen of Wands and the Page of Wands. The King of Wands just came out. What does it take to get from an awareness of yourself to an unapologetic embodiment of yourself? That's what you're learning. How to walk the walk of who you know yourself to really be. No more excuses. No more cushioning your words so they land a certain way. No more people pleasing. No. Because you've set the intention that you're healing because you want to love yourself. And if you're doing things or entertaining thoughts or entertaining habits that don't actually prove to your body that you love yourself, then it's like you're constantly hitting a wall. You're constantly like, okay, well, I'm not. I'm not. But Spirit's like, okay, what you're not changing, you're choosing. And so the Star card comes out to say, well, listen up. Do you see all of the serenity and peace that arises from within in stillness? These healing waters. Welcome in, Kiki. These healing waters. Bless your water, bless your food, bless your body, bless your life. Spirit's just reminding me to say that there is no right time. There's just the choices that you make. What'd they say? They said motivation is a feeling, but discipline is a choice. Motivation is a feeling, but discipline is a choice. Mm. So Spirit's asking you, and this full moon in Aquarius is asking you to get real. It's real talk. How do you show up when things are hard? How do you take care of yourself when things are hard? How do you be the voice of reason that you needed? Where are you still running from your truth? Yeah, it's a lot of solar plexus energy. A lot of solar plexus energy here. Wow. Some of you are going deep into karmic patterns to cut cords and cut ties. Yeah. And if you need help with that, book with me. Okay. Links in the description box. Seven of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. This isn't about speed. It's not about the pace at which you move. Alignment doesn't care about that. Alignment supersedes any kind of overexertion that is from a place of lack, from a place of not believing in yourself, from feeling disempowered. One conscious choice that is in the full alignment of your being, one, can override the last 5 years. One choice. The last 5 years. That is how powerful you are. That is how powerful you are. But what you choose to believe defines your experience. So if you don't want to believe me, then I guess miracles only happen once in a while. Choose to reconnect with the parts of you, yes, that make it easy to show up, that make it easy for you to be the version of yourself you know you've always wanted to be. This is not an easy energy, and ascension is not always an easy thing. It's not, well, I'm just going to zen myself back into alignment and then make all the same choices that I've been making. Okay? It's like you decide that you're going to pick up running because you want to get healthier, but you're still eating a crap ton of processed foods and cake every night. Okay? The little bit of the good doesn't address the problem. And Spirit's trying to get you to see, okay, well, where have you been trying to put band-aids on bullet wounds? That is this entire retrograde smorgasbord, okay? It's not an easy energy. This is hard. You're being called to make hard choices. To trust Spirit. To trust that acting in alignment with your highest good will always benefit you. To trust that everything that is meant for you will always find you and stick with you. But do you see what I mean? This is all saying, okay, well, you've had an idea of who you want to be, you've had an idea of who you are, but you've been feeling guilty, ashamed, whatever, because you tolerate thoughts, you tolerate beliefs, and you have yet to release energy and cords around those past experiences. And because of this accumulation of garbage, it is difficult for you to feel empowered and open to step up into what's next. That's why protection came through. Protection is your tower moments. Protection is all of the energy that makes you aware of everything that you've been avoiding or that you haven't been able to see for what it really is. Now, is that always going to be the most dark, drastic thing in the world? No. It could just be that you've held a limiting belief for so long that it has made you feel small and ashamed of yourself, that spirit says, okay, well, we're just going to enter this whole moment, conversation, experience into your life, this divine realization, this aha moment, and you're going to just go, holy mackerel, I get it. It could be whatever your experience requires, but you know how lost in the sauce you are, all right? So spirit is going to bring you accordingly what you need in this energy. The goal is always for your empowerment. I cannot believe I just said the words lost in the sauce. Okay? Lost in La La Land. That feels a bit more resonant with me. Ah. Okay. Yeah. Happy to bring the confirmation to you, Chrissy. So, Steven, you're saying, nah, that was just channeled for you then. Okay. So, here we are. Do you know what this last card out was? We literally went from the freaking Seven of Swords. Like, you can't make this up. You can't make this up. Sometimes I feel like I'm making it up, which is why I have to pull the cards to be like, no, Julia, you're not crazy. This is really what it says. Seven of Swords. The Knight of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles. To what? The Queen of Pentacles. To the Queen of Pentacles. When you are focused on being forward facing, cutting ties, cutting cords, clearing old energy out as you need to, because you no longer, exactly, you no longer want to be in this energy towards yourself or with life towards you like this. But remember that if this is mirrored around you, it's because there's certain things that you still need to accept and unveil, take the mask off. Feels like some of you are unmasking. Then it becomes clear, okay, well, it's just your discipline. There's another reader I really like that says that the Knight of Pentacles is the only one that crosses the finish line. It's because of the patience, the discipline, the determination. Okay? That's the Eight of Pentacles. I've been reading that, the Nine of Pentacles. Spirit, why? Because that's precisely the point. That's precisely the point. Your discipline, your focus, your discipline and your focus. Not how am I feeling about it today. Of course, if you're feeling really wonky and not like yourself for a really long time, then you really have to consider doing some energy work. Okay? If you know you're up against other people's blah, 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 why are you wasting your own time? Stop it. This energy is saying that as you're unmasking, as you're getting realer than real with yourself. The Knight of Pentacles with the Eight of Pentacles has you feeling like Nine of Pentacles. Okay? Your commitment to forward movement, your commitment to moving forward no matter how long it takes, no matter what your timelines look like, no matter what the progress looks like, your commitment to the process, your commitment to showing up and tending to your garden, that is having you feel like Nine of Pentacles, which is empowered, independent, free, is abundant, is finally starting to recognize, oh shit, I really can do this. Okay. And that is the jump. That, okay, you're going to be feeling like, yeah, I'm like Nine of Pentacles. I'm just getting the hang of this. Yeah, this feels really awesome. But this is how you're going to really look. And this is the truth. Queen of Pentacles. As long as you make that commitment to healing illusions, healing your mind at a collective level, what is vital to New Earth is that you are reclaiming your sovereignty through your ability to act. You are reclaiming your willpower. You are reclaiming your willpower. Okay? That's the message. I mean, I wasn't expecting light and fluffy, but dang. That's the message. All right. I'm going to get into the candle now. I love that you joined me for this practice. If you're new here, I always charge a candle full of Reiki and pray for collective healing. All right. Candle for today. This candle is going to be very simple and very specific today. I'm going to ask for the healing of the full moon in Aquarius, the Sturgeon moon, to be drawn into this candle, the highest possible realization of it, as well as the bountiful abundance of the Lion's Gate portal. Let this bless the earth and all humanity. May everyone who is open to receiving the activations of this moon and this Lion's Gate portal receive that. My sincerest and deepest gratitude to the Creator and to my spirit team, to my angels and to my ancestors, and to each and every one of you. I pray for the collective healing of my past candles to all be magnified All of those intentions magnified into this. Let Earth's grid stabilize and miracles pour through. Okay, wow, the aura on that candle is crazy. Ooh, okay, here we go. For those of you who can see and feel energy, that is a full moon in Aquarius and Lionsgate portal charged candle. Again, getting very specific with the intentions today. Like, it's a lot of energy. Okay, if you're open to receiving the blessings and activations of this candle, we're gonna tune in with 888. Okay, just drop 888 there. And as always, spirit is intelligent. Yeah, no, it's I'm telling you, it's a lot of energy. It's a lot of energy. Okay? If you're open to receiving the energy of this candle, we're tuning in with 888. I'm not even channeling anymore. That's literally just the candle's energy about to be activated by lighting it. Okay? Whew. All right, spirit. Bless them. Yep. Because what you're gonna get from this candle is exactly what you need. Okay? According to the moon's medicine as well as the Lionsgate portal's healing. Yeah, got loud confirmation on that. All right, here we go. Ooh, whoa. You're welcome, Mary. Okay. I'm not just saying the energy, like I don't just say the angel numbers for no reason. I literally by karmic law cannot do energy work on your behalf without your explicit permission. Okay? So when I say tap in with this number, it's you telling your spirit guides, it's you telling the universe, it's you telling me that this is allowed to move through your life. Okay? Again, intentions are everything. Cuz you could just be like, yeah, like I'll take it. But because I said the intention was, well, you're opening to the fullness of this candle with 888, that's how you're going to receive the fullness of the activation. Okay? Approach everything with that specificity in mind. You're so welcome. Okay, wow. My whole body's buzzing with that. I'm gonna let you go. All right, and I will see you all very soon. Okay, family? Yes, I do. Yes, I do, Cole. Yes, I do. All right. Then I will see you this afternoon. You're so, so welcome. You're so, so welcome. All right. If you are interested, if you're interested, if you need a reading, some of you know you need a reading. If you need Reiki, some of you know you need Reiki. If you need a candle blessing, some of you know you need a candle blessing. Book that. Tell spirit you're serious. Book that. Run with the messages, run with the healing, and create your new reality. Okay. The link to book with me is in the description box below. My website is fromspiritforlove.com. All right. I love you all very much, and I will see you in the next one, which will be very soon. Take care now. Bye.